Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something a little more relevant to the news and the threat landscape. Um, so, fair warning for that, I suppose. Um, so, Donald Trump got shot yesterday at a rally in Pennsylvania, at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. What I specifically want to show you all is the nature of a community driven open source investigation in the event of an incident like this. So what we're looking at right now is a Google Maps image of the site of the rally and the shooting. And what is being asserted here by the open source investigator is that the body was found on this building over here. This is where the shooter was. And the podium is over here, right? He shot through these trees, and that's why the Secret Service, couldn't see him or whatever. And what's interesting about open source investigations is like when they start off, they're pretty rough, but the community like collectively refines the intelligence because it's a collaborative effort, right? And like for the most part, this is uncompensated work, but not always. So open source investigators will go in and get pictures from Google Maps and Google Street View and other sources of valuable information, and we'll get into some other some LiDAR scans later. But basically, when you have a community going through and verifying things, it's you kind of have a built-in solution for bias, right? Like, especially if you have a diverse group of people that's investigating something, they will get to the bottom of it, especially, if they're actively collaborating to do so. So this is about 2 hours later than the first image. The first image is when they started swarming on it. It was, right after, maybe even in between, when the shooter was unconfirmed to be dead to when his body got picked up by the police, right? So they're showing markers from the video with the red lines. And again, they're showing markers from the video for the red lines, kind of showing the perspective that you would have as a bystander. And then they're showing where they think the shooter was, right on top of this gray roof over here. And you can see he would have had, clear line of sight to Trump. And, they're saying, okay, we think he took the shot from here. Right. And it's getting more refined and more people are hopping in and annotating these pictures and refining the intelligence. Right. And keep in mind, like, this is all stuff that was certainly put together by the law enforcement officials that were responsible for doing so, right? But what we're looking at right now is just the collective work of open source investigators on the internet. And it's starting to get a lot more accurate, right? Like we've disregarded the building that wasn't involved and the theory that came up alongside it that it's like, oh, well, this explains why the Secret Service couldn't catch him is because of the tree in line of sight. When the reality is he just, it was a security failure of the Secret Service. And they have a very hard job. And it's not to say that they didn't do their jobs well that day. It's just to say that the pre-work, the proactive work, the threat hunting, whatever you would do to mitigate every threat, you failed to do. So on a fundamental level, there's a need to reassess there, right? But you can see like, and I suppose I haven't, proven it to you yet in this video, so we'll see if we can get to that point too. But what I wanted to demonstrate is just how much more accurate the intelligence gets over time when you have so many people focusing on it. This is a LiDAR scan of the area, just kind of showing, the line of sight. And we've got an actual, distance measurement between these 2 points. There are videos of the shooter just climbing on top of this roof. Everybody sees him. They're all trying to flag down the police. Maybe they can come up with some kind of program with Twitter where if a civilian sees something that needs to be communicated to the head of state or similar, it can be done very quickly through like a messaging app, because obviously the hierarchy of believability that we use to, orchestrate events like a Trump rally are ineffective at communicating the intelligence. So here we have probably the most accurate version, right? We have the Secret Service agent positions that took out the shooter. The shooter was on this roof. The video location is right here. They're talking about a popular video that shows the dude just shimmying up the sheet metal roof. And then they give you the perspective through the media cameras and Trump's position. Also, open source investigators in these communities obviously go through things like news broadcasts and they take it frame by frame. And I guess I just wanted to, and finally, this will be the one piece of information that might be news to you, is there was a ladder set up here, and they haven't established yet when that happened, whether that was the police or if it was the shooter or if it was, someone who set it up for the shooter days before. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this just because it was a good opportunity to show what open source investigators can do when they collaborate. This is a little bit of a quicker video than what I'm used to. So if you made it this far, make sure to like the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. And I'll be in the comments if you guys have anything to add to this conversation, or if you're interested in becoming an open source investigator yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Bye.